So, welcome to the 5-day Is It Your Gut Challenge. I'm Nick Vidal, and over the next 5 days, I'm going to help you do a self-health assessment to determine if your health issues are actually coming from your gut, if they actually are gut-based issues. And as we get towards the end of the challenge, we're actually going to determine a health plan together for how you can actually create your own health plan in order to get over these health challenges, in order to regain back your health, so that way you don't have to suffer with any of these issues any longer. So today is day one. Over the next 5 days, we'll be covering a different aspect or different part of the body, and then that way you can do your own self-assessment and determine if you actually do have gut issues. So today, for day one, we're going to be talking about the skin. The skin is the thing I know best. It's the biggest struggle that I had in regard to my gut issues. So to give you a quick backstory, very fast, basically I was not eating so healthy as I grew up. Lots of processed foods, lots of antibiotics, lots of medications, excessive alcohol, different factors were in there. And I basically got to this point, I started to get a little bit of a rash on my arm. And I was doing construction at the time, so I thought it was from the actual concrete or from the dust. And over time, over the years, it started to really get bad. It started to spread all over my entire body. It became like bright red hives, like a big red raised patch. It was all over my arms, my neck, my back. It was on my legs. It was all over the place. It was very embarrassing, and I had no idea how to go about fixing it. And after going through many different doctors, naturopaths, nutritionists to try to figure out what was going on, I wasn't getting anywhere until I discovered that the issue was actually coming from my gut. See, everything's completely connected, and so that's why many different health issues can actually be coming from our gut, because our gut is exactly where the very food that we eat meets the rest of our body. That's where it gets broken down. That's where everything gets distributed. That's how you absorb your vitamins, your minerals, all the other nutrients. Everything happens in your gut. So you can see that if your gut gets damaged, where it's not functioning properly, then this can cascade into some other health issues. So today we're going to be talking about the skin. And after I had realized it was coming from my gut, and I actually started to focus on restoring my gut, my skin completely healed. Till this day, it has never come back permanently. After suffering for over 5 years trying to figure it out, it has never come back. My skin is crystal clear, and I'm so grateful, I'm so blessed I was able to figure out exactly how to fix this issue. So, as we talk about the skin, I want you to be able to do your own self-assessment. So, in Chinese medicine, in Ayurvedic medicine, in ancient Greek medicine, there's a lot of studies shown and a lot of research about facial recognition or facial mapping and skin mapping, because our skin is actually a direct reflection of the rest of the health of our body. So there's a couple of things that we can actually look for. First, you can look at the actual eyes. The eyes is a great way to see what is sort of going on inside the body. And now they've actually said that if you have bulging eyes, if your eyes are really bulged out, that can lead to indications of possible hyperthyroid issues. If your eyes are very sunken and they're sunken in your face, that could be hypothyroid issues. If you look at the whites of your eyes and you see a lot of dryness or redness or blood vessels and stuff like that, that's a sign of inflammation and allergies, and those things can definitely be coming from the gut. So those are some things to look for in regards to the eyes. Also, in regards to the eyes, you want to actually look at the eye itself. So years ago, when I was very sick, I also had severe adrenal fatigue. And so my eyes, right around there, I was like a raccoon. Like, it was very dark, it was very discolored. And that could be a sign that your adrenals are not functioning correctly. So your adrenals are your energy centers of the body, and that means your body's under a lot of stress. Also, if you look at sort of the ends of the eyes here, If you have what they start to say as crow's feet, that can be a sign that your thyroid is not receiving the proper nutrients. So you're actually getting deprived of the very nutrients you need. So therefore you need to work on absorption, and absorption happens by restoring and fixing your gut. Also, if you have lines and wrinkles and things like that, we usually chuck that up to, oh, it's just old age. No, because there's many people that are old age and they still have very good skin. The reason is because they're receiving enough collagen, they're receiving enough of the omega-3s, they're receiving enough of that stuff. So if you have a lot of lines and wrinkles and different age marks, that's a sign that your skin is not receiving the proper nutrients. It's not receiving the proper collagen, not receiving the proper omega-3s. It's not getting those healthy oils or healthy fats out into the skin. Also, a big thing with skin is I want you to take a look right now and notice if you have any redness, if you have itchiness, if you have anything that looks like hives, acne, rosacea, blackheads, blemishes. These are all signs that the blood is very toxic, because your skin is almost like a blanket that goes right over your blood, and that's the very reason that you can actually see your veins through your skin. Your blood is literally running right beneath your skin. So if you start to have acne, if you start to have rashes, if you have redness, if you have blemishes, these are all signs that the blood is congested, and this is coming directly from the gut. So when you have these issues, we know that that is definitely a gut-based issue. When you have allergies, when you have rashes, when you're breaking out with acne, that is all coming from the gut. The reason is the skin is the largest cleansing organ, detox organ in your entire body. So you also have your lungs, your kidneys, right? Your colon. You have all these other passageways that are organs of elimination. So if things are coming out through your skin, that means all the other pathways are completely backed up. They're completely clogged up. It's like a traffic jam, and now the very toxins are dumping through your skin. Also, if you look at your skin and you notice redness or rashes or itchiness, this can be a sure sign of things like fungal overgrowth, things like candida or other bad bacteria, which become a problem because these very bacteria and fungus actually excrete toxins. So they eat the very food that you eat, they crave the very food that you crave, usually starches and sugars and sweets and stuff like that. And they'll feast off of that, and when they do, they actually excrete toxins, primarily acetaldehyde, and that gets back into the bloodstream, and so that's an extra burden that your liver has to handle. It's toxing up your body, it's toxing up your blood, plus they actually also do damage to your actual intestinal lining. So these bad bacteria and fungus, not only are they excreting toxins, but they're also literally damaging the wall that you have in your intestines. And over time, what happens is you get these leaks. So it's like a garden hose that over time starts to get leaks. And now the very food that you're eating, instead of going through this garden hose, is now leaking through these holes into your bloodstream. And over time, that can be causing different sensitivities to food. It could be causing allergies. It could be causing different reactions. So for today, I want you to, after this video, or hit pause, get a piece of paper, and I want you to really look in the mirror, give yourself about 5 to 10 minutes, and really examine how do your eyes look? How do the whites of your eyes look? Do you have any redness on your skin? Do you have acne? Do you have blemishes? Do you have wrinkles? Do you have age marks? Do you have spots? Brown spots can be a sign that the liver is a little backed up or the liver is a little overburdened, especially if you start to see a lot of brown blemishes. That can also, if you start to see yellowish type blemishes, or if you look in the whites of your eyes and you see a little bit of yellowish tint, that can be a sign that the liver and bile is backed up. So I want you to, if you need to play this video again, go back and play it. Look for any of these signs and write them down, because we're going to use this at the end to create you a custom health plan. So take 5 minutes, write everything down, look in the mirror, and really examine your body. Examine your skin, your face, your neck. Look at everything and see if there's any blemishes, acne, redness, wrinkles, age marks, crow's feet. Look at your eyes, see if you have dark swollen spots or if they're very dark around the eyes. Because once you write them down, we're going to be able to map out a more custom approach for you as we get towards the end of this challenge. That's what I have for you today on day 1 of the challenge, and I will see you tomorrow on the very next video.